My first question is for Coach Teesdale. When you saw that the game was going into overtime, what was your message to the team? And then when overtime ended with no goal being scored, what did you tell the team before penalty kicks? So just take us through the whole overtime experience, from when it went to overtime and then when it went to penalty kicks, what you told the team.
I told them to enjoy this moment, to have fun, stay calm, and just play our game the way we'd been playing and keep with the plan to just be solid defensively and look for chances to move ahead and score. For the penalty kicks, I don't like to tell players that you're going to go take the kick. So I wanted people to step up who felt that they were going to make it, and we had some players who were confident and stepped up and took it. So.
As a follow-up to that, how did you feel when you knew it was going to penalty kicks? Did you feel like this is what we've been hoping for, or, oh boy, we don't have a lot of experience with this?
No, actually, I went over to Chris Carmichael, Bob Jones' coach, and we both said this is the terrible way for a game to end. And I would much rather have it decided in a flow of play goal than in penalty kicks. But that's the way it is, and so we just have to be happy that we came through with it.
All right, I'll rewind to the semifinal game. This is a question for Maddie. You scored your 57th goal to surpass Debbie Peckel in the semifinal, and then went on to score twice more for a hat trick, and then again in the championship game. How did it feel to get that 57th goal? And was there a sense of a monkey being off your back for the rest of the tournament, kind of opening things up a little bit?
Yeah, there was kind of that pressure taken off my back to beat that record. But also, I just thought we have the goal, we have the lead right now, and this is our chance to actually take this game. And the record is out of my mind right now. I'm not even going to think about it, and we're going to take this game and win it. So that's what was going through my mind at that point.
And in the championship game, you scored the first goal to put your team up 1-0. Do you feel like that was the best feeling goal of your career, to put your team up in the championship game?
I would say, yeah, especially since the past few games that we played them, we haven't ever gotten a point on them or gotten a chance to be ahead in the game. So that was very cool, and that was an honor to be able to make that point and get us ahead in that national championship game.
To follow up on that, when they scored and tied it, how did you react?
Well, my first thought was, okay, we just need one more. That's all it takes, just one more. And my thought was I've just got to push through for another 60 minutes or however many minutes were left in the game at that point, and we just need one more. And just do as much as I can to get that goal and get that final goal, and as much as I can to help my teammates get that final goal as well. So.
I have a question for Stella. Stella, very few people get to leave their college career with a victory. So how does it feel to leave your last game as a national champion?
I can definitely say that it made leaving the field a lot easier, and knowing that we left at the best we could be. So that was really comforting. Because, the last few games you're already in your head knowing, okay, this is it. This is the last of it. So coming so close to winning and then, getting it cut short and then actually being able to be on top, it was awesome. I didn't know if I was crying because I was happy or because it was it, but at the end they were good tears.
I'll follow up on that. Arguably one of the best ends to a career for any team or in any sport. The most valuable defensive player in the region, the most valuable player of the tournament, and you held their Bob Jones's 3-time All-American and the nation's top scorer, Abby Davis. That was a tall task for you, and you held her scoreless, you and your defensive teammates. in that final game. Speak a little about how it feels to cap off your career in such an amazing way, and speak about your teammates on that back line and what you guys accomplished that final game.
Well, before the game on the bus, we watched a little motivational video talking about making it count, and that was just kind of the thought. I know personally I did not want to end it on a bad note. You know, if I had some bad plays, I know that's what would stick with me throughout the whole season. And I know I had a lot of pressure because Abby Davis is one of, like you said, the best of the best. And I just, it just comes natural wanting it and wanting it more. But honestly, Regan, she won the game for us yesterday, or Saturday. She played amazing. She played her heart out, and then it's always nice when you have people behind you or next to you that you know will have your back. So Alex and Kylie, they helped keep our wall strong, and Regan made some awesome saves that were really, really tough, but she did it, and we did it. So.
Did you share any special moments with the rest of your senior class of teammates?
Like at the end?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of moments saying we did it. You know, we talked about it so much our sophomore year. We had to start over. We had to build the program back up, and we could, like I said, we just finally got the chance to say we did it. So.
All right, Brandy, the obvious question: you step up to take the penalty kick to win the national championship for your team. What's going through your mind before you step up?
Well, honestly, I didn't even know that if I if I made it, that we would have won. So I think that would have put a lot of pressure on me if I did know. So not having that pressure, I felt like a lot more calm, I guess you could say. Because my freshman year, we went into penalty shootout to go into the national finals, and I missed my PK, so I felt like making that PK actually redeemed myself, and I felt like so amazing. And then turning around to see my team just running at me, just like it was a shock. Like I didn't even know, and so it felt really like amazing.
So when you see the ball go in the back of the net and you turn around, did you not know that you guys had won until you see your team going crazy?
Yeah, like that
must have won the game.
I know. I was like. Because I even, after, I was like, I don't think we, really won. And Brendan's like, yeah, because you guys were up by 2. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay, I knew that. So, when I turned around, I was just, in shock. That was like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we were supposed to wait. We were supposed to wait for the whistle until we could run out, but we're all like, oh, we were way too excited.
If you look, I look right back at the ref, and I'm like, and then she blew, twice, and I was like, okay.
This is for anyone, so maybe a couple different perspectives. But Bob Jones had won 4 out of 5 national championships. So with just knowing the dynasty that they've had, how did you go in to play them on their home field and not be intimidated?
Oh, I was going to say something really quick.
Yeah, say it.
Just since we played them in the beginning of the year, we knew a lot how they played, and so we felt really confident going into that game because ending in overtime 1-0 felt amazing during the season. So I felt we felt really confident going into that game, that we knew how they played, and we've played them in the past. So.
And we kind of talked about this before the game. The whole season we had people doubting us the whole time, saying that we didn't deserve to be ranked even number 2, and teams we beat were always ahead of us. So we had the mentality of we're going to prove them wrong. And just like the game we had in Florida, we came in there wanting it, and it shocked them. So it just, in the end, we had the mentality of this is ours, we're going to prove them wrong and show them why we deserve number 1, and that's what we did.
Yeah, I definitely do think it helped that we knew how they played when we played them in the beginning of the season, and going into double overtime, that definitely gave us the confidence to know that we can beat them and we have the chance to. And also beating them on their home field and taking this away from them. And yeah, just seeing all the fans up there and just knowing that we're taking this, and that kind of helped a lot, and it was a great feeling. So
I think one of the things that really helped us was the October game against Bob Jones, that it just showed the players that they're not unbeatable, and that we really did have chances, and they're a great team, and they play really well together, but we just had a kind of a will to win, and they just weren't going to let anything stop them, and so having that edge of being a decided underdog was really big for us, I think, and it just gave us that extra push, and especially when they tied the game, that would have been a great time for us to kind of fold up and really feel like, okay, this isn't going to happen. But I could just tell from that point on, we just got even more fired up and more motivated, and just kept to our plan and just played great. So,
what's your message to the team coming back as a leader, senior for next year? What's your message to the team?
One thing I'd probably say is, like we did it last year, we can do it again. You just gotta want it. Honestly, that's what we said from the beginning of the year. Like, our goal is to beat Bob Jones. That's what we've been saying throughout, my last 3 years. Is that's a goal, and we can do it. If we did it last year, we can do it again. So.
Yeah, I would have to agree, and it's possible. So it's not, we can defeat this again and win it again if we really want it, and that's what the mentality has to be going into this season. Is we have to want it, and we have to fight for it, and we have to work as hard as we can.
One for Coach Teesdale. What did you feel like took this team from good to great?
We were already great.
Yeah.
I think the team just had that will to not stop. We had a lot of close games against some good teams, and we lost some games in overtime. And I think we really learned from that we can compete on a high level, and when you're in those close games, it really gives you that mental toughness, and that was the big thing, is that I think this team just did not want to go off as a second place team, and so that will to win was really strong in our group.
What was kind of running through everybody's minds when it's 2 kickers in and still no one to score?
I kept turning to our coaches and the players and saying, Bob Jones has a miss in them, and this player is going to miss. And so I was just confident that we were going to have opportunities to get back in it. And I knew that Regan was going to come up with a big save, which she did. And I also felt like our players looked really confident going up to the line, and I felt like we were just really calm and ready to go, even after the misses.
Yeah, I kind of just kept saying, even though they missed, Regan's just amazing. She's just an incredible goalie, and I'm glad that she was here and that we have her on our team. And that's what I just kept saying. Regan's awesome, Lord's got us, and no matter what happens, it'll be all right.
Don't get me wrong, I was really nervous, but I also had that feeling of, like, we got this. I know we do. And like we've all said, Regan is an amazing, brave, strong keeper. So, and I knew she wanted it just as bad, and she wasn't going to settle for second, especially with her sister being a senior. It was clear that we're not going to take second. And then the way we all were lined up and just came together, it was comforting. And like I said, we all had the thoughts of, we got this.
So one thing for me is I was the 5th person to go, which is usually the last person to shoot. And so what my team kept telling me was that you're the best PK shooter, you can do this. And that, like, honestly helped me, like, going up there, I felt very confident in that I had the team behind me. If I missed, they were still going to be there. If I made it, they were going to be by my side no matter what. So just having my team right beside me through the whole thing.
You guys are playing a long ways away in South Carolina, but it's pretty evident back at home. We'll probably post some videos later on of reactions and all the thousands of people, of your supporters watching back at home. And you can see it on social media and elsewhere. What's your message that you want to give to all your classmates and all the great supporters out there that were cheering you guys on?
So one thing that was really exciting to see is I went on Snapchat after the game, and like the boys and girls basketball team was also on a trip, and seeing them all their phones out watching our game and like cheering and yelling, and like it was just amazing. So I just want to say thank you for them just for supporting us, even though you guys were on an away trip and everything. It was so amazing to see that you guys have this, like we had your guys' support through the whole thing. So
Yeah, and I second that. Just seeing how excited they were for us, and then seeing so many families, so many people commenting on it. It just really felt like we had a whole family behind us, as if, you know, they were part of our team or whatever. And it was awesome. It was really awesome.
I
Yeah.
had like 10,000 no Facebook notifications. I'm just like, when are these gonna stop?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, after the game, when I checked my phone, I literally had my phone was just blown up with messages, and it made me feel so thankful that for all the people who do support us, and so thank you. And yeah, the basketball team was amazing. They're cheering on the bus, and all the videos that we saw from them, and
so excited.
yeah, just all the supporters. Thank you from all the cities and states.
I'm really thankful that I don't think have ever played a road game without parents there. That includes Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Iowa, Florida, South Carolina, and just that support. I mean, it may not be a lot of fans, but just knowing that there are fans at our games has been huge, and it's really it's a great blessing to our team. And knowing that the school is behind us and the support that we have from the staff here at Grace has been huge in just making this season really a lot of fun, and it really helps to know that we've got great support.
My last question for Coach Teesdale.
Uh-oh.
Will there be any chances for fans to celebrate along with the team coming up?
Well, we're hoping to have a celebration in January during a basketball game, where we'll be hopefully unveiling the banner that will hang in the gym, and that should be a great time to come out and congratulate these ladies for what they did, because really it's all on the players. They did a fantastic job, and they deserve all the credit and the accolades.
This is for anyone, but we missed our first 2 penalty kicks of the shootout.
No comment.